Hello, my beautiful fragrance family. Dustin here, Fragrance Fan. Go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification. I'm just going to keep on giving you guys these budget-friendly fragrance reviews, $40-ish and $100 range. Most of these, way less than that. And a good number of these you find at your local rack stores. Like the one I did today, or the one I'm talking about today, I found it a little while ago. I found it at my local rack store, TJ Maxx. It was marked down from $20 to $16. And I'm talking about Liz Claiborne's Curve Black. This is a 2017 Aromatic Fougere. So I think it was marked down because the box was open and yeah, the little lid thing, the whatever you call it on these curves that blocks the atomizer lid is not there. And whatever, the atomizer itself on all these curves is actually decent. A good average atomizer. So the main notes in this thing upon initial blast, it's a good dose of that bergamot and the violet leaf. There's also a bit of a leathery feel, and that clary sage gives it a real nice, fresh spiciness. There's some tonka bean that and sandalwood, giving it a small amount of a creamy texture. Very small. Like, you really got to try to detect it, but it is there. Mainly what this is a bergamot, violet leaf, somewhat spicy, somewhat leathery kind of a fragrance. Pretty versatile. This thing works pretty much no matter what, whenever, however. It might not be the best if you're like playing basketball or something like that, but I think this does just fine in the summer. I think it's fresh enough with that violet leaf and the bergamot. I don't see why this thing wouldn't work in the summer. Maybe the dry down might be a little bit much because it does lose some of that freshness, and about 2 hours into this thing, you're just left with more of the woodsy and the oak mossy earthiness and stuff like that. So that might be why some people say this isn't great for the summer, but for the first little bit, while it's actually like projecting, it works decent in the high heat. As far as longevity, it's rated average. It's like a 5-hour fragrance, 4.5 or 5 hours. I'd say that this thing is universal throughout age groups, young to old, because there's nothing too complicated or too challenging about this fragrance to wear. I mean, it kind of covers everything. The masculinity with the oak moss and the woodsy and stuff like that, but it has that citrus and the freshness that the younger generation and stuff likes. And I'm caught right there in between all of them. I think I'm leaning more towards the old man category, but I think this thing could universally be appreciated by pretty much the masses as a whole. Overall rating, I will give this a 5.5 because I like it a little bit better than your average fragrance. This is one of my favorite Curve flankers. I love the way this bottle looks. Isn't that cool colors? I like that. It's not like your typical Curve freshie. Like, this thing kind of breaks the mold and goes off on its own little thing and tries to be a little bit warmer, a little bit more suited for just anything other than spring and summer daytime type wear, like all the other Curves that I pretty much have. This one is not like that. So if you want one that smells a little bit different, that has a little bit more stuff going on, this might be the one to look at. If you don't like violet leaf, which can be off-putting to some people, that violet leaf can be a little bit challenging for some, then this might not be something you want to grab. You might want to reconsider, or check out fragrances that you are familiar with that have violet leaf in them and try to figure out what that actually smells like, because there's a lot of that in this. So that being said, if you like violet leaf, check it out. You might like it a lot. But yeah, like I said, universal. You can wear this thing not really dressed up, but basically anything else. What I'm wearing right now, to like a collared shirt, to just a casual day at Walmart, to you know, an evening out or something. This thing, it works year round, and I like it. I enjoy it. It's definitely on my rotation. I like wearing it, and who knows? Any fragrance has the potential to garnish a compliment, right? And this might be just one of those. And that's my final thoughts on Liz Claiborne's Curve Black. With that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always. And until next time.